Magaling sumagot. Ronald, magaling si Mark, no? Parang wala siya na-criticize. Parang, love, Mark. Alam ko sinusutil kita, but actually that's a compliment, Mark. That's a skill. Wala si Ronald ng ganyan. Si Ronald yung opposite
Minana ko yan sa tatay ko. I
Hindi.
got that from my tatay.
Medyo iba yung sa tatay mo, hindi ko makaya. Medyo sumabla
Sa
yung sa
Dubai. Si tatay Dubai.
medyo
Diplomacy,
Abu Dhabi.
diplomacy, diplomacy is not
Abu
my
Dhabi
strong
pala.
point, Richard. Diplomacy is not my strong point.
Buti nga diplomacy lang eh. May worries even more than that. But Sir Ronald, um oo nga eh. Actually, if you're BBM also, you have to be to worry. So yung sinasabi ko na strength niya, which is he can lean on the state machinery,
Halimbawa,
it's not
just now, no?
always.
Halimbawa, just now, the Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association just invited President Digong dun sa kanilang Christmas dinner, no? Medyo kanya na. Medyo hindi maganda yan. Ha? The PMA Alumni Association. No? No? So it's a political
Interesting, no?
statement.
Interesting, no? Yeah.
It's a political statement. No? Kaya kailangan pa ng kwan. Kailangan pa ng puspusang trabaho. Ako, tingin ko rin ay hindi naman matetreten si PBBM ng something extra constitutional between now and 2028. Dahil the military won't support any extrajudicial project against the president na suportado ng China. And for now, dalawa lang naman yung nagbubungguan, yung pro-China at pro-US. Kaya clearly may hirapan. Any attempt to trigger a mutiny or a coup, either through people power, uprising, etc., I doubt kung magsasucceed at this point. At this point, no? Pero yung gulo ay nakaamba. Yung gulo ay nakaamba, no? Lalo na kung bubuksan mo o gagawin mong vulnerable ang sarili mo, gagawin mong vulnerable. No? Si Digong kasi umabot ng 93% dati. No? Buti naman maraming nakarealize na nabudol tayo. Kaya bumaba na yan dramatically by at least half. Pero half is still very strong. No? Half of that is,
Especially kung mahina yung kabila rin or walang alternative.
oh,
Tama rin si Mark
oh,
eh. It's not
kung
about...
wala kang kung
Mm.
wala kang strong leadership, no? At yung ibang mga kaalyado mo ay very ginagawa kang vulnerable, ay delikado ka. Nung naging vulnerable si GMA for corruption, nagkaroon ng several coup attempts laban sa kanya. Yung military, yung mga junior officers. And a failed mutiny, a failed coup can be as damaging as a successful one. No? Yun yung delikado. Kaya ingat sila. Ingat sila. Dahil ito yung first time na mayroong superpower na kinakampihan yung kalaban mo. No? Ngayon lang nangyari yan. Kaya wag mong i-underestimate yung kalaban mo. Sino ba may-ari ng TikTok? No? Gaano karaming Pilipino ang mas inclined sa TikTok kaysa sa YouTube, no? At yan yung mga variables na bago kumpara dun sa mga previous government katulad nung napaka-unpopular na gobyerno ni Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, no?
So in
Kaya
short, Sir Ronald, you're saying the room for mistake is less now kasi ang daming mga minefields potentially at saka points of
yes,
data.
yes,
Mm.
yes. Lalo na kung wala kang mga political strategists, tacticians, operators na
Nakatulad ni...
mag-guide sa iyo sa minefield, di ba? Yun yung problema, no?
Sir, parang alam ko naghanap ng pension yung isa dyan. Mark,
Ang sinasabi, tama lahat ng sinabi ni Sir Ronald eh. Pero para sa akin what is happening now with TikTok, kung ano yung nangyari nung 2015, 2016 sa Facebook groups, parang ganun eh. Parang ganun yung, pero this time mangyayari mostly sa TikTok. At nagsisimula nang mangyari ngayon and it will ramp up even more going to 2028. So yun ang
Yeah,
Kung
absolutely. I agree. TikTok is the new big thing. I think all of us agree on that in terms of kasi YouTube you go on sa Ronald go for like to sit down 1 hour. Pero yung mga 10 seconds na boom boom boom, TikTok
Mm.
talaga yan eh. So this
baka
big
dapat iba na ni BBM. Maybe he needs to do something outrageous na ganun.
Banda sa US saka Canada eh.
Oh, like
Oo.
all he has to do is to just ask TikTok to put the data centers in the Philippines instead of China for national security, and obviously they'll never agree to that. So that's all he needs to do, diba? But yun nga eh. Banned din sa India. Banned din sa India. I was checking it sa India the other week. Parang banned pala dito for national security reasons. So buti pa yung mga ibang demokrasya dyan eh. They know what's going on, and malakas talagang I wanna ask you, Mark, on this, no, kasi you're right. In a way, I agree na mas reactive ang mga loyalist or BBM camp in terms of social media. Like, this is a great example. Sir Ronald, nakikita mo ba to?
Oh,
So,
nakita ko dati yan.
ito
Nakita
yung
ko yan.
AI na ginawa kay Martin.
May video pa niyan.
Oh, ito yung pangtapat ng kabila. Si Sarah, tapos 125 million ang note na gano'n na piatos. So, I mean, it shows that nakakatapat sila, but it's still the other camp who sets the tone, right? So, bakit Mark, napaka-reactive yung mga vloggers ng pro-admin? Or why are they not pushing the envelope in the other direction? Para mas magaling pa yung genuine opposition in the whole piatos thing. Mas nagkata-trending doon yung mga ano mga pink kaysa mga loyalist.
Magaling ka. Una, in terms of sa social media, yung mga vloggers and yung mga ano, definitely mas magagaling yung nasa side ng mga DDS. Medyo obvious naman. Pero another one is yung subject is important din eh. Kumbaga, importante yung mga vloggers, yung mga nagsasalita, talking heads, social media strategists. Pero ang pinaka-important is yung subject mismo. Si Digong pag nagsalita, it's always parang pang trending pang ano Kumbaga it's always exciting, it's built for the social media age. So yun pag si PBBM on the other hand, gets ko naman mas statesman-like, mas ano, pero minsan medyo boring, medyo instead of walang push So, importante yung subject mismo Ganun din kay Romualdez. And as much as I support Speaker Martin Romualdez at yung mga ginagawa ng Kongreso sa Quadcom na yan at yung mga investigasyon na yan, sinusuportahan ko yan. Kahit yung mga ayuda, sama mo na. Pero kailangan yung how you project sa tao importante. Kailangan makikita ng tao yung may political will, may parang tulfo. Yun mismo, yung tulfo. Kaya nga Tulfo lang ang nakakatapat sa Duterte in terms of kasi it's built for social media It's built for virality. Kung paano sila magsalita, paano sila humirit, paano sila magano. Importante yung subject. Importante yung kinukuhanan ng content. More than yung mga vloggers na nagsasalita, mga social media managers and strategists na gumagawa ng strategy. Mas madali on their end kapag yung subject mismo ang bawat salita nagva-viral. So yun yung nakikita kong kailangang i-improve
Pero
pa.
yun nga that's just, you cannot choose who you are, diba? Although there's always room for improvement and innovation and all. In short, you're saying is that the Dutertes were made for the social media age in ways that perhaps BBM would
Parang
not.
Trump sa Amerika, di ba?
Yeah, they have that populist touch.
Oh. So yun, mismo populist touch. Yun ang kailangang
Disrupt, disruptive.
disruptive.
Literally destabilizing pa nga Sir Ron, going back to you, um, it looks like Erwin Tulfo is sustaining his lead in even if he is part of the admin. So if the admin is not very popular, how come Erwin is still maintaining that edge? And at the same time, like mukhang Willie Revillame, as you correctly, this is another thing you got correct. Based on our discussion, Willie Revillame is back very much within the winning circle based on the latest surveys we're looking at. That's quite interesting. And then
Hindi
I saw
naman.
you also said delikado yung dalawa, yung kalaban ng kriminal at saka yung dating Ronald Llamas ni Digong na admin ngayon. Medyo delikado pa rin sila, no?
Yung Tulfo mo kasi hindi yung brand nila yung mas dominant eh. Hindi yung nakalink ba sila sa admin, nakalink ba sila sa opposition. Hindi yun yung napapansin eh. Ang napapansin is the Tulfo brand. Ipatulpo mo. 'Di ba? Kahit saan
Why
pumunta
is
si
Erwin higher than Ben? Hindi ba
uh,
yung worry dati is magsisplit ng konti?
dahil
And
mas matagal si Erwin eh. Mas matagal siya, no? At show, 'di ba? At deputy speaker siya, no? Mas yung projection niya
SWD secretary
mas
da.
mas nauna kaysa kay Ben Tulpo. Ikalawa, si Ben Tulpo ay hindi kasama sa admin. No? Kahit pa paano nakadagdag ng kaunti kay Erwin yung pagiging admin. Si Ben Tulpo is independent. Kaya kung titingnan mo yung SWS survey, medyo kwan siya ron, number 6. No,
Six.
medyo bumababa siya ng konti. Tingin ko eventually that will take its toll kung ikaw ay kasama sa admin o hindi. Dahil yung admin ay napakalakas during the midterms, no? Kaya usually ang dagdag diyan 10-15% kung nasa admin ka. Except na lang kung ang admin ay Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, no? So, yun ay nakakadagdag kay Erwin. Pero kung titignan mo, kahit number 1 si Erwin, ay mas mataas siya dati in terms of percentages. Ngayon kasi 45 siya. Dati nagse-75 siya.
Yeah, but in the Pulse Asia, he's quite high.
Oh.
The Pulse Asia one is very high, but you're right. In the SWS is very low. So
Oh.
I'm not just sure it's one-to-one correct. Kasi mataas pa rin siya sa Pulse Asia, and I think also Okta. I have to double check that. But you're right. In the SWS one everyone is actually very low. Everyone's like parang mga 20+% lang yung iba eh. Like the cut.
Tapos ako hindi ako sinama. Kanino ba pwede
Tapos hindi
magreklamo?
ka pa sinama. Exactly. Yun ang napansin ko sa SWS. Diba?
SWS, baka naman.
Pero Mark, marami ka na lang nalampasan. 'Di ba? Marami ka na lang nalampasan, 'di ba? Yung mga dating ahead sa iyo, nalampasan mo na ngayon. Tinitignan ko 'yun, tinitignan ko 'yun.
Si Sir Ronald, very protective sa'yo, Mark. Eh. Parang,
Oo.
Siyempre, love ko yan si Ronald eh.
Tinitignan ko yung mga dating ahead kay Mark. Ahead na siya ngayon sa kanila.
so,
Pero dati si Erwin, nagsa 75% yan no? Kahit dun sa Pulse, hindi na siya 75, no? Hindi na siya 75. At dito sa SWS, 45 siya.
yun yung sinasabi ko na minsan may downside din na dalawang pangalan ng tumatakbo na
Oh,
pareho.
kaya ang tinitignan mo, hindi lang yung ranking Tinitignan mo kasi yung percentages
Perfect.
Bumababa yung absolute numbers, no?
Lahat naman sila bumaba. But generally, it looks like the admin is not doing too bad and the team DDS is not doing very well, right? Medyo alanganin si Bato. Bato is very much just a point or two
At
above.
si Aimee. Aimee is
Aimee
nasa dulo
also.
na.
Aimee,
Nasa dulo na
Aimee is
siya, di ba?
definitely, yun nga. So Aimee and Bato are medyo alanganin. And Kiko is very much within the range. He just needs a point or two and he's tied essentially with Bato and Aimee, no? So, and then Bam is still within top 20. So Kiko
Yes.
almost there and Bam is
Yes.
kind of top. No, and Bam is around what, 17-18%, 21% si Bato. I mean, that's 2 or 3%. Everyone is so low kasi sa SWS eh. Yung highest
But
mo is
waiting on the wings si Abalos at saka si Camille. No,
Hmm.
waiting on the wings siya. Kaya tingin ko
Si Camille,
sa
mataas siya. Pasok siya. Pasok siya
sa
sa
start
SWS.
sa start ng campaign,
Bago daw kasi, bago.
bubuhusan yung dalawa. Bubuhusan
Ubusan.
ng mga pilyar si Camille, bubuhusan ng admin si Abalos, no? Kaya baka ang pinagtatalunan na lang diyan 1 or 2 slots, no? 1 or 2 slots.
Very tight.
Ito din Richard, Sir Ronald, ano ko na din kasi napag-uusapan. Nandun na tayo sa number 18 Pag lumagpas ka pa ng konti, mga 19, 20, 21, yung mga kaibigan natin sila Willie Ong, sila Bosita, yan yung mga internet social media dabarkads natin na tumatakbo din. Kaso wala silang pang TV commercial. Is there a way kaya, Sir Ronald, pag yung mga gano'n, nasa number 18, 19, 20 ka na, para makapasok doon sa Magic 12? When you're like Doc Willie na sikat sa online, Bosita, you're famous online. Yun yung iniisipan ko din, paano kami makakapagtulungan para meron man lang isa sa kanila makaabot doon sa 12
Pinoy was number 18. Nung lumabas yung kanyang TV ad, nalagot ako sa nanay ko, tumaas siya sa number 4, number 5. No? So depende rin kung anong maganda ba yung ad mo No? Medyo nakarelate yung mga Pinoy dun sa lagot ako sa nanay ko. Dahil lahat tayo ay raised by our mothers, di ba? Lahat tayo takot sa ating nanay. Medyo na-clinch ni Pinoy yun So, depende kung ano yung kwan mo.
Pero television ad pa rin. Kung hindi sila magta-television, parang ang hirap makaano.
Nung panahon na yun, syempre mas dominant pa rin ang
TV. Dominant, no?
Ngayon, lesser na, pero dominant pa rin. No? Dominant pa rin ngayon. Ibig sabihin, kung ang social media nandyan ngayon pero hindi pa tested eh. Hindi pa siya tested eh. Na yan ba ay magde-deliver sa iyo para manalo? Ngayon pa yung ngayong election na ito yung test case eh.
Hmm.
Ngayon yung
Yun na
test
nga yung
case.
magandang example eh. Si Willie Ong, nasa 18, 19 pa rin. Although, yung kanyang social media, napakalakas. Si Bosita, napakalakas sa amin sa social media. Pero yung awareness niya sa Pulse Asia, number 36% lang eh. So,
Mhm.
umaga sobrang sikat na sa amin yun sa social media. Pero
Mhm.
sa overall, 36% lang. So, ang laki pa nung ano niya, parang awareness niya umabot sa
Actually,
90-80% eh.
mas mataas ba si Doc Willie Ong noong 2019?
Mm.
No? Mas mataas pa si Doc Willie Ong kaysa kay Jinggoy at saka kay Marojas at saka
Oo.
kay Baka Aquino noong
Mm.
2019 no?
Mm.
Kaya siguro ngayon dahil nagkasakit siya, baka yung mga ibang mga tao ay nakaapekto 'yon, no? Doon sa preference. I'm not too sure dahil
Mm.
wala naman akong data para i-breakdown kung ano ba yung
You
dahilan.
need focus group discussions, FTGs ang kailangan mo for that also.
Tsaka yung longer survey papers.
Mm.
Usually kasi yung mga papers na yan, mga more than 200 yan eh. Wala naman tayong hawak ngayon eh. Ang
Yung mga
nahawak lang
SOP
natin,
data,
Ang
one
iniisip ko sana ano eh, bubuo kami as a group eh. As a parang bagong slate or third slate para lang yung media coverage, yung media attention mas ano. Kasi pag paisa-isa kami, syempre, yung media hindi eh. They will go either sa Duterte side o sa admin side. Pero kung
parang
magkakasama kami mga
dispensables,
independent,
parang dispensables, gawa kayo ng parang Justice League nito.
halimbawa, noong
oo eh.
2022 elections, pwede mong kunin yung 300 pages mahigit ng Juni Lilo survey. Pwede mong kunin yung 250 pages ng Pulse at SWS. No? Ngayon, wala tayong hawak na ganun eh. Para maunawaan mo, ano ba talaga yung determinant? Bakit ganito yung lumalabas na resulta? Sa ngayon, na nakikita natin are all summaries. Tapos nung nakaraang eleksyon, talagang may kuwang ka may weekly focus group discussion ka para nako-complement yung resulta ng surveys. Ah. Mm.
Now let's talk about obviously the other breakout figure of the year, no? I mean, on one hand, si Rafi Tulfo was able to sustain yung kanyang position as the leading or at least tied for the leading candidate. Mukhang, Sir Ronald, no, pag sinama natin yung mga ibang surveys na hindi published, Rafi's ahead now of Sara, no? We can confidently say that, no? Kasi dun sa publish ng Pulse Asia and even SWS, almost statistically tied sila ni Sara eh. But you would think Rafi has kind of cemented that position as the front runner now for
Ko alam,
2028.
Big R, dahil parang ang naglabas lang ng presidential preference, Okta eh. Naglabas ba ang nilabas,
Meron Pulse Asia. Meron.
nilabas mo?
Statistically tied.
Yeah.
Statistically tied. One or two.
Hindi ko nakita. Ang nakikita ko kasi approval ratings eh. Iba yung approval ratings sa presidential preference eh. No? Ang nakita ko pa lang na presidential preference ay Okta. Medyo nagkwampa sila ngayon, nagdebate sila dahil parang masyadong maaga na maglabas ng presidential preference 3.5 years
Pulse
before.
Asia already did it, so I think it's the name of the game. Obviously, as Mark was correctly saying kanina, 20
Unless commissioned yan. Ibig sabihin private yan na inilabas. Paano yung public, yung for public consumption, wala akong nakita.
yeah, yung Pulse Asia meron. It's for public, you
Ah.
can see that. Yeah. So kaya interesting. I think more ahead si Tulfo sa Okta kaysa sa Pulse Asia because Pulse Asia was almost
Sa Okta kasi kwan siya 34% at 35 si Sarah was 34. Lamang siya. Statistically tied sila. Hmm. Nawala ka Richard.
having said that, what is Rafi getting right so far, and what are the things he should be worried? I mean, obviously getting right in the sense that he's avoiding talking about the whole unit team conflagration. He's just focusing what he has to focus on. But at the same, if two more Tulfos go to the Senate, one of them tops the race. Couldn't he face competition from one of his brothers for 2028? And couldn't that or an embarrassment of riches backlash situation?
Well, the only way to stop the compelling Tulpo brand is for them to be divided for now, no? If they are united, they're almost unstoppable. As a brand, no? Pero kung mahahati sila, yun yung kanilang vulnerability. Uh, Lalo na halimbawa ngayon, si Ben ay nasa labas ng administration, although ang sinasabi ni Ben ay maayos naman yung relasyon niya sa administration. Pero sa dulo kasi dyan, dahil may mga nangangalib ka na administration, maglalaglagan yan. Maglalaglagan yan. No? Kahit yung mga magkakakampi, maglalaglagan yan. Ang sa ngayon kasi yung opposition na medyo nasa Magic 12 pa ay si Bongo. Kaya may probability na sa kanya magfo-focus yung lahat ng mga special ops dahil si Bato at saka si Amy ay medyo palabas na eh. No, isusustain na lang nila 'yan. Pero baka gumawa sila ng extra effort against Bongo. Against Bongo.
Si Winnie Revillame po ba? Counted ba?
Well,
Should we count Winnie Revillame as part ng Duterte na
yeah.
grupo?
Well, before siya nag-independent, mas malapit siya sa mga Duterte, 'di ba? Pero sa ngayon dumidistansya siya dahil alam niya baka 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 ipuntiryahin din siya, 'di ba? Ang packaging niya ngayon independent. Although before yan ay malinaw naman nandun siya sa Duterte camp. No? Pero ngayon ang ginagamit niya ay syempre yung popularity ng Willie Revillame brand, which is basically showbiz. Which is basically showbiz. No? Pero kung ikaw ay number 8, tapos ikaw ay o-operate, pwede ka pang mahulog. Huwag niyong kalimutan, ng 2019, number 4 sa survey si Coco Pimentel. But he ended up number 11. Ibig sabihin, muntik ka na rin siya.
Yeah.
Administration pa siya noon, ha? Hindi siya opposition noon, ha? Admin siya. Pero
Senate President siya.
ang feeling niya ay nilaglag siya ng mga sarili niyang kasama. So, ibig sabihin na Mark, even within one slate ay hindi ka nakakasigurado. Maglalaglagan yan, no?
Um, Now I want to talk about the other breakout star. I mean, I think the year was so far good for Rafi Tulfo. So it's just a matter of sustaining that. But the other person who did also very well this year is Riza Ontiveros. We may not see it necessarily in the numbers in terms of preference for the presidency, a little bit more on the vice president, I would say. But nevertheless, she's part of the conversation. Nevertheless, I mean, I think Mark also can attest that Mark doesn't come from a kind of a progressive background, but as a kind of a mainstream median voter kind of a person, you can see yung appeal ni Risa Ontiveros has really dramatically gone beyond the usual pink or even progressive circles. No, Mark, what is your read of the rise of Risa Ontiveros this year?
Ayun. Like katulad din nung magandang example yun na sinasabi ko kanina eh. Importante yung subject eh. Importante yung ginagawa ng subject. And nakataon yung si Risa for kung ano mang kung sinasadya man yan or nagkataon lang, she stumbled upon dalawang malaking mga issues na talagang naging malaking balita this year. One of course is yung kay Kibuloy na para sa akin is the biggest loser this year na yung kanyang fall ay talagang sobrang bilis ngayong taon. One is Kibuloy and of course the other one is yung kay Alice Guo na talagang and she was able to capitalize, to maximize yung kanyang social media strategy is on point at she carried herself well. So ayun eh, it's just a matter of kumaga leveling up na lang dun sa next level. She got people's attention. Kumaga nakita nila na, uy, nagtatrabaho itong senador na to, ganyan dapat yung mga senador. It's just a matter of leveling up na, convincing people na she deserves, o kumbaga she could be a good candidate for VP or president sa 2028.
Pero anong kailangan pa niyang gawin, Mark? Dahil lang siya,
Yeah.
3%. Ibig sabihin, parang hindi commensurate yung naging visibility niya, yung
Taas,
naging,
no?
yung kanya, napakataas, pero bakit 3%? No? Anong dapat niyang gawin? No?
Oo nga.
Para lumampas naman doon, no? Sabi
That's
mo
a
nga,
good question.
napakalakas niya sa social media,
Or
napakalakas.
maybe I'll make it a bit easier, no, Mark. Let's say how could Riza could put herself in a position to be a contender, top contender for VP or president if one of the big names drops out for some reason. Let's say Sara doesn't run or Tulfo doesn't run. How can she be that? Kasi medyo
Una yung ano eh. Ang unang tanong ko is yung Lenny, how much ba nakaka-apekto yung people still wanting, everyone doon sa side niya, still wanting to Lenny to be the standard bearer for 2028.
Because
Baka may,
Lenny has 9%.
yun eh. Baka
Yeah.
yung 9 na yon kung wala si Lenny, baka na kay Risa na yun eh. So, kung yung 4 niya, 12 na dapat.
And
Tapos
then
ngayon,
suddenly
kukuha na
she's in
lang.
the conversation, right? Then suddenly, if you have 12 to 15%, you are in the conversation. That's big
Pero
enough.
paano kung tutuloy si Lenny? Paano? That's a very distinct possibility at this point.
Yun nga eh. Yun din ang problema ko kung merong Rafi tapos
Yeah,
Sara tapos
VP.
ituloy si Lenny eh.
Yeah, VP
Makakapit ka.
talaga. I think Risa should realistically look at maybe VP if that's the case. If it if A Lenny is not sure not running, and B it's not sure na yung supporters ni Lenny ay lilipat kay Risa, I think realistically Risa should look at VP.
Siguro ano eh. Siguro it's time din for Senator Risa to start growing outside doon sa ano eh. Doon sa base ng Pinks eh. Kasi yung Pinks naman will line up with her naman if Lenny doesn't run eh. Maybe it's time to start collaborating with other ano nga ba? Medyo
Yeah,
mahirap.
kasi leader of opposition
Ang
siya
inisip
eh.
ko, top of mind ko yung mga katulad ni Eli San Fernando na 'di ba nung isang araw nagrarally against sa PhilHealth and ano. So yun ibang ano yun eh. Yung base niya is not ano eh, is not kakamping not solely kakamping eh. Pero medyo may malapit na ano, medyo may malapit na merong mga nag-intersect na mga causes. Mga ganong klase siguro. Maybe ano eh, it's time to grow yung kanyang base outside doon sa nabuo nung kakampings eh.
Sir, how do you see that? How
Maybe
can
yung progressive ano talaga.
yun nga, how can she go beyond the opposition, progressive, genuine opposition kind of circle? How can she expand the parameters?
Siguro yun eh, mga collaboration ng mga hindi kakampings eh. Collaboration from the other side eh. Kasi yun lang nga, syempre, sa umpisa, medyo magre-react yung base mo nun. Bakit ka